Hi folks, Mark here, and it's that time of the month where Alienated Youth goes against WWE. This time, of course, tomorrow night is Backlash, the first brand exclusive pay-per-view from WWE in 9.5 years. First Backlash since 2009. It is looking a bit underwhelming, but, you know. Anyway, if you're not familiar with what I do on Twitter, what I normally do when there's a big card comes up, I'll look at all the matches, I'll predict them. If I get more predictions right for the card than wrong, I win the predictions for that event. If it's more wrong than right, I lose. And if it is all square, which it could actually possibly be tomorrow because Backlash is only six announced matches, which is pretty bad. If it is that, it's a draw. And normally, if I do lose, which thankfully I've not done yet since WrestleMania, thank God, I do a forfeit. Although I've not done one basically at all yet, so Anyway, as I say, 6 matches on Backlash in WWE Network tomorrow night. I'll just quickly go through who I think is going to win, who I think is going to lose. We'll start off with the Intercontinental Championship match. It's The Miz taking on Dolph Ziggler. Let's be fair, Dolph, you do have to ask, what has he actually really properly done to deserve even the Intercontinental title match? His match against Ambrose at SummerSlam was okay, but this feels more as if it's less of a Ziggler versus Miz feud, it's more a Miz versus Daniel Bryan feud. So I'm going with The Miz to retain, keep that never-ending Intercontinental Worldwide Tour, whatever the hell he's calling it these days. He's going to keep that going. We'll look at the tag team title picture next because, of course, we've got the second chance match because of American Alpha being injured by the Usos on SmackDown on Tuesday. We've got the Usos versus the Hype Brothers. I can see the Usos absolutely squashing the Hype Bros. Sorry, Zach. No. The Usos, they've just went heel. You do want that kind of monster team to build up for the final. You want a face heel final. So yeah, Usos will squash the Hype Bros. Go on to face Heath Slater and Rhino in the final. And I'm kind of liking. I really didn't like it at first, but I'm starting to really like the Heath Slater free agent going for the contract sort of thing. I think I'm edging towards Rhino and Heath Slater. It's that weird odd couple pairing that worked so well the last time SmackDown had to introduce tag team championships. Of course, it was Chris Benoit, redacted, and Kurt Angle winning the tag team titles. Very, very bad rivals at the time. So yeah, I'm gonna take. I'll take Heath Slater and Rhino for that one. I think they'll become the inaugural champions. Do I see them holding the titles for long? Not really, but it could be an interesting one to start off with. I reckon the Usos will win it very, very quickly. Maybe in a couple of weeks on SmackDown and just do a dominant run, because I think a dominant monster heel team is the way the club should be just now, and yet they're comedy fodder. So yeah, we definitely need a decent heel team going through the roster just now. Next, it's the inaugural Women's Championship in SmackDown. It's the 6-pack challenge. Really, there's only two wrestlers that could potentially walk out of here, I think. It's really down to either Nikki Bella or Becky Lynch, and it depends which way they want to do it. Of course, Becky Lynch, the only one of the 4 horsewomen who didn't win the NXT Women's Championship during their time down in NXT, would certainly deserve her. She's definitely one of the most over women, not just on SmackDown, but probably in WWE, but just only slightly behind Sasha and Bayley, to be fair. But then you're also thinking Nikki could bring, I don't want to really say prestige, but she can bring that sort of experience to the championship. And of course, Total Bella is coming up, a big promotional tool, and obviously you've got a big match, John pulling strings possibly. It is a coin toss. This is probably one I will get wrong, but I'm leaning to Nikki Bella. I really am. I'm leaning to Nikki. Next up, we have Mr. RKO out of nowhere himself, the leader of Viperville, Randy Orton, versus Bray Wyatt. Yeah, it's going to Randy. I've got to say, it's going to. Who else could it be? I mean, he willingly allowed Brock Lesnar to keep his head in last month at SummerSlam. I think it has to be a case of this is his receipt, his payback. And to be fair, where are WWE really taking Bray Wyatt? They really don't seem to like him that much anymore, and yet he's still such an intriguing character, and they just don't want to do anything with him. And so yeah, they're just going to feed him to the Viper. I hate to say it, but yeah, Randy for the win there. And then last but not least, you've got the WWE World Championship, Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles. I'm a bit conflicted in this one. Ambrose's reign has been so lackluster since Money in the Bank. It's just, with the exception possibly of the Shield Triple Threat, which ended up being very, very good, he's not really carried it. A lot of people built up their hopes on Ambrose being a really, really good champion, and he's just not went for it. But at the same time, I don't see them giving AJ the belt just yet. Yes, he's going around as the new face that runs the place thing. What I think might happen is AJ will win, but it'll be a screwy finish. AJ to win the match is my prediction. Dean probably is still going to walk out as champion. It'll probably be a DQ or count out or something ridiculous like that, but it'll go to a blow off at No Mercy, and I think that's where AJ will win the championship, the next one in October. So yeah, I'm going with Dean Ambrose to walk out champion, AJ Styles to win the match. As I said, if I do lose, in this case it's 6 matches, so if I get 2 or less right, I have to do a forfeit. Now, if you know me, I'm not exactly one for spicy stuff or anything like that, so if I do lose for Backlash, I'm taking a shot of Tabasco. As in full shot glass down. Yeah, I'm kind of not looking forward to that, if I'm honest with you, but just holding out 3 matches, at least I get a draw, I'll be happy with that. But yeah, I can't say, the last time I said this, admittedly, I did get all but I think 1 match right, I got all but 1 match wrong, and that was a Battleground. I'm not 100% confident in most of the predictions. It's weird to see where they're taking SmackDown just now. This might be my first loss. I really do think it might be the first one. But we shall see. As always, I'll be live tweeting my reactions during the event tomorrow night. And of course, hopefully I'll not see you too soon, because that means I'll be taking a shot at Tabasco. If I do lose, that'll probably Monday or Tuesday, I'll put that up. Anyway, that's my predictions. I'll also post a graphic that I normally do on Twitter, just as a reminder of my predictions. Hopefully it's not going to be that bad a pay-per-view. I'm not exactly holding out much hope. See you soon.